Dave made this beat.
Welcome to episode 152 of Say Like a Champ. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy. What's good, Slackers out there?
Back in the building, back again for another week, another sports update. You know what I'm saying? We got some Slackers in the building already. Definitely want to welcome those in. We got Pops. Good evening. And Strizzy, tell us how you're feeling today. What's going on with you?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy. Like I said, getting closer and closer to football season, which is one of my favorite times of year, you know what I'm saying? It's like Christmas, you know what I'm saying? So, inching closer, you know what I'm saying? And it's cheap, you know what I'm saying? It's cheaper than Christmas, you know what I'm saying? So I love it, man. It's inching, a bunch of stuff is going on, helmet reveals, all that stuff. We're just getting closer and closer, so I'm getting more and more excited. How about you?
Yeah, for sure. I'm the same. That's like our biggest sport for sure. So we're definitely going to be keyed in for that one. I'm definitely excited for football season. I feel like this last month is going to be a little bit quiet, but that's that quiet before the storm that we know so well. So
yes, sir.
Also got moms in the building. Happy SLAC Day. Thank you for being here. Anthony Weston as well. What's up? Thank you for checking in. We also got to bring in our third panel member before we get this show rolling too far, and that is Mr. Matt Marcus. What's good, brother?
What up?
Back in the building, got the shoes on deck, yeah?
Yeah, I need to start switching them out a little bit, but it's same old.
You been doing some new cops recently or no? I know you were asking me the other day, but
yeah, I got some 11 lows, but that's there for a while. I'm not until December. They got the 11 drop.
Got you. Yeah, we always look forward to the annual holiday Jordan 11 coming out for sure. We've always been trying to do that thing. So maybe we should have something though, like a little sideshow where we go over like the heat that's coming out. That would be pretty dope.
I'm 3 for 3 right now. So I got the Concords, I got the Space Jam or something, and the breads. Yeah, so I'm 3 for 3. So we'll see. I got them early too. I got them like 2 weeks early. So we'll see if I do it again.
That's what's up. I have a feeling you'll get lucky again, man. But it's different than it used to be, huh? We used to have that inside line for sure. So
back in the day, we wasn't getting them. That's what that was. True. Getting them.
Let's see. We also got Kelly in the building. Happy Tuesday, and we got Bobby back.
Bobby, what Bobby been at? Bobby, you just got out. What's where you been at, man?
You say you just got out. You're talking about a hard time.
Hey, what's going on, man? Some kids.
And Anthony West said he wants the cherry red.
Yeah, that's the one's coming out. Yeah, the cherry red is coming out in December. Yep.
Those will be dope. All right, that's what it is. Let's go ahead and pull up our graphics. So let's go ahead and dive into the show. We got our 3 major topics that we'll get through. And let me see. Let me get the graphics right. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into our first topic.
What's up next?
Oh, let's check it out, man, real quick.
Tune to NFL Talk.
Let's get it.
All right, NFL Talk. We are now 44 days till kickoff, and training camp has started all across the league. Super exciting about that. And that brought us some different little news, some different silly stories. But before we get to that, I do want to jump to Kyler Murray real quick and get your guys' reactions on his contract, his big contract. He got the 5-year, $230 million contract extension with $160 million guaranteed, making him the second highest paid quarterback. Marcus, I want to hear your thoughts on this first because you're a little bit of a Cardinals insider for us. What do you think about the deal? What was your reaction?
I was shocked. I know he wasn't gonna go anywhere, but I didn't think he was gonna get as much as he did. So yeah, he got it, man. But I don't know if I would say what deserved. Because he got to win a playoff game or something first, but he's all they can get. So he's not a bad quarterback. He's great. He's a great quarterback. So I would say deserve. I want to see people. I don't want to count people money, but I think it's cool. it might put a little more pressure on him now, you know. So it's just kind of weird. I know you guys talk about the things he got to do now to get that, but other than that, get your money, man. I was kind of shocked though he got that much though.
Right. Me too. I think the Cardinals were maybe trying to be a little bit ahead of the curve, knowing like that the salary is going to keep going up, but still it kind of looks weird seeing his name like up there like that. But Strizzy, what did you think?
Kind of the same thing, you know what I'm saying? I think Cardinals are the same thing, you know, who it's kind of like with me with my kind of quarterback carousel. It's like who do they have better? Who's coming out that's better for now? You know what I'm saying? So they got to lock down their franchise quarterback and get him his money. But, you know, the more and more stuff I've been hearing about Kyler Murray from just all people around him, who he deals with, and the video that I sent you guys the other day, it just seemed like this dude is more and more of a diva the more and more we find out about him, you know what I'm saying? So, and the other thing I didn't really like that kind of like shows more about his character as an athlete or as a quarterback is like the mandatory 4 hours of film study time. I don't like that. Like, not that I don't like it in the sense of the contract terms. I don't like it that they have to put it in there because he probably doesn't do it on his own. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, that kind of shows his character, and you know, I kind of want to see on how he, you know, like they gave you a lot of money. You whined about this money. You held out for this money. I don't want to see no setbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like injuries are one thing, but if he comes back this year and doesn't have just as good of a year, if not, actually, he should have a better year. No more second part of the season slumps, man. Like he got to play.
But I don't blame him for that. I don't like how the Cardinals put it out. I think that should have been private because you make him look like now like he don't see a blitz coming or he miss a read. Then I'm like, did he study this week? You know, so that's gonna always be there. So to me, I don't like how they put his business out. That shouldn't have been out there. I'm pretty sure they could have kind of. We didn't have to know about that, you know. So I didn't like that too much. That's kind of because people know he's a diva. He's still not gonna study. I still don't think he's gonna study. But now it's gonna be like, oh, we know why he did this and that, you know. So it's just was weird, man. I didn't like that too much.
It is really weird. Anthony Weston and a couple of the slackers are commenting on it too. But Anthony Weston says, "Yeah, I can't be in the PlayStation during the season." I thought it was funny that they said he did have to have the independent study and he did have to have that playbook study. But with, you know, no interactions or no distractions, potential distractions going on at the same time. So it's like, was he saying like he was studying, you know, when he was really playing games or whatever? That's kind of weird. Mm-hmm. And also that they said, you know, the study time in like with meetings and things like that doesn't count, right? It's got to be independent. So.
I don't know.
I think what's crazy to me too was like, at the same time, it's only 4 hours. Like that's 1 hour. That's 1 hour a day in between, you know, practicing games. You know what I'm saying? So like, for me, I think it just really showed like this man really probably wasn't doing any extra study time. They were just like, just give us 4 hours, dog. Like just 4 hours a week. That's it. Just four extra hours a week. Like, and you should be straight. Like that's all they're asking for him. So I don't know, man. Let's see how they do this year.
But the thing is so if he don't study, how do you gonna know it? Then like you gonna take the money back? He got the contract already. So that's dumb to me.
That is the weird thing is like I guess they're saying basically if he's shown to like not do the studying that he would be in breach of the contract and they could actually take away some of that money. Yeah. But that's the thing to me too. If it's independent study, then how are they going to observe him, or how is he going to have to like clock in or something? Like, okay, I did my study time, like, and like I don't know. That's just kind of weird.
It's too much. He's a at the end of the day, he's a grown man, and you shouldn't have to tell somebody what to do. Like that shouldn't. Like I said. It should, if you're gonna do that to each other. I don't think it should have been public, man. I just, like I said,
right.
It's gonna be the whole year for maybe the rest of his career. It's gonna be like, hey, we know he didn't study today, or they get a loss or something. So he pretty much gotta play perfect, you know. But what if he do study for 4 hours and still do other stuff, you know? So it's gonna be too much, but I don't know, man.
Right. Anthony Weston says, yeah, he thinks that they leaked on purpose. That type of stuff. They want to. Bobby said, yeah, that's whack of them. Had he been studying though, they wouldn't have been able to say anything. And that's the thing too. There must have been like, I guess, several things that he was missing that they could clearly see, like, okay, you haven't been like reading up on this or something. I don't know.
But we gotta think about this too. He's a top 10 quarterback. Like he's not bad. He's not a bad quarterback. So I guess if he studied, he's gonna be even better. Like maybe top 5 now. But
maybe, yeah.
I don't think I gotta be honest. He did make some bonehead mistakes, but I think he's still like a top tier quarterback. Like he's still a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Yeah.
So
I think part of it too, like I was gonna like piggyback on what Marcus just said. I think it's the boneheaded mistakes, and I think it's still like the reads, and he's still a young quarterback too. So I think a lot of times it has to do with like when his primary, receiver is not there, the play just always falls apart. And I think he's really lucky that he has the legs that he has to be able to extend plays. But if he didn't have those legs, he'd be like a top 20 quarterback. Like seriously, like his plays fall apart like 7 times out of 10. Like it's kind of bad.
Yeah, no, for sure. It is very interesting, but we'll see how that plays out. But I do want to thank Pops, Bobby, Anthony, Moms for kind of commenting and throwing their thoughts in there too. But I think that is kind of funny. And Anthony just says they have a monitoring system, so I don't know.
He's not.
They also says they put a nude picture in the playbook or something, and he didn't realize.
Oh,
they're like,
okay.
The materials? Dang. He's like, I read them cover to cover. They're
Got
like,
it.
really? Okay.
Got it. Okay.
Dang. That's pretty bad.
That's a good one, though.
That's
a good one. That's a good one.
Don't play something.
Oh, that's crazy. But yeah, we'll see how that plays out. But good for him though. I think it'll work well for the organization. And I also think like Lamar Jackson's got to be like licking his lips, like, dang, okay, now what am I going to get for my contract?
Yeah.
Is he holding out, or is he in camp?
He's not holding out, but he's entering his final year, and the talk is that they want to extend him and get it done. And he's representing himself, but I don't know if he ends up being the first $50 million quarterback, maybe.
I think honestly, I think that I think they were waiting to make. I think they're trying to reset the market with him. So I think they were waiting for Kyler to get his money. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Lamar get his comeuppance real soon.
Gotcha. Anthony West said they did that to Jamarcus Russell. Okay, that makes sense. Gotcha. All right. At the opening of camp, there's always, sometimes some players try to make like little camp entrances. And today, Aaron Rodgers did his best Nicolas Cage impersonation. So I just want to know from y'all and from the panel, who did it better, Aaron Rodgers or Nicolas Cage for the Con Air look?
I gotta give it to the original, man. That's a great movie. That's like one of the top classic movies around. So you got. I like Aaron though. He has better hair. I would say that, but I'm going Nicolas Cage, man.
Why Nicolas Cage look like he in better shape?
Yeah.
They look like they're about the same though. That's so funny. But yeah, I gotta give it to Nicolas Cage too. But Aaron Rodgers is funny. He's like just really
he does it on purpose. Like,
he's working all off season to become a full blown greaser. Like, dang.
Yeah.
He did that John Wick costume, I think, a year or so ago, really good too.
So he must be his inspiration then. Is like.
But didn't he do? Didn't he do something last year when he walked in? Was it a shirt or something he had on? It was something that he made like a point. I forgot what it was. He did something because maybe he's a whole out. He wore the Office. I think the Office maybe shirt or something like that. He did something. I got to figure. I don't know. I have to look.
Yeah, we'll have to check back. But he is known for having like little antics. I thought it might have even been the Relax shirt or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
But I can't remember. But yeah. Some other news on the first day of camp. Julio Jones signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to be a veteran wide receiver over there for Tom Brady. I think this will work out well. As long as Julio can stay healthy. I just hope he can stay healthy for sure.
Yeah, he'll be fine. I think in Tennessee, I think he had to be one of the guys. He had to be one of the guys that make the team better. I think going over there, he's gonna be the third guy. So I think he'll fit right in with those. He'll be number 2 maybe until Godwin get back. But when he gets back, he'll be in the spot. So he'll be good. He's a big receiver. So third down goal line, he'll be good.
For sure. Kelly says on that, she says Nick Cage always, for sure. Anthony Weston says Aaron Rodgers is definitely going to be in the movies when he retires. Looks like he's angling for that. That's for sure. But yeah, I like the Julio Jones thing. We'll see. Like you said, Marcus, I like that he doesn't have to be relied on maybe so much. He can just be in there and be that key guy sometimes. So that'll be good stuff. Some other quick news. Chris Carson is retiring due to a neck injury, and then Danny Amendola retiring. So we're saying goodbye to both of them. For Chris Carson, he's still in his 20s, and that's still, that's kind of a tough blow on that one too.
He was my running back for all my fans. He's always my second running back. Every year I would get him because he gave me great points. He's consistent, So Dang, man, I like Chris Carson. He was also strong back, man. He reminded me of my about a guy Marion Barber a little bit. You know, that tough
Gotcha,
guy.
yeah.
You know, run the ball, so real
That's
build.
true. Honestly,
Man,
I think it's like the neck, and like he gets hurt a lot too during the season.
He
So I
played
think it's a
wrong
mixture
so
of
hard.
everything.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but that sucks. Man. 20s, still in your 20s, having to retire from the game you love, like that's rough.
Yeah.
I wonder if he got a nice contract or something. Maybe not yet, but because he's always consistent, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if he made his full if he ever got like a big one, but I think he made tenure enough. He was in the league long enough to have like lifetime his pension. So he'll be well taken care of as far as from that standpoint in his retirement. So that's good. Unk checking in from Puerto Rico again, still out there. It's like, dang, Unk. Balling out there weeks at a time. So that's what's up. Glad you're doing well.
Hey, Unk, can I get a loan? Can I get a loan? Just a good 10K. That's all. Just no spending money.
Just a little something, you know.
Yeah. Get a bit of ice cream, you know what I'm saying?
We got Trey Lance on here. The 49ers have confirmed he's going to be their starting quarterback. And earlier this week, they said, they gave Jimmy Garoppolo permission to seek a trade, which is like, we know y'all been trying to move him all offseason. So I thought that was kind of weird. Strizzy, what did you think about that, though?
I hated it. I do like the Trey Lance thing. Like, it's kind of like the Patriots last year. It's like they drafted Mac. They're going to go with Mac. It kills everything, right? So they have the number one guy. They have the number one guy for preseason, all that stuff, right? To run with the ones. So it makes a lot of sense. But like, we already kind of knew this. So like we're just now giving permission. Like, nah, dude. Like, y'all should have moved this dude a long time ago. You know what I mean? Like, or at least attempted to. Like, he should have been in trade talks a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? When everything was going on. So it kind of sucks for Jimmy G because they're putting him in a bad spot where it's like there really aren't too many spots left. A really solid spot would have been my Panthers. You know what I mean? Like, so, but that's no longer up there. So like, where's he really gonna go now? Seahawks maybe?
Yeah, Seattle.
Yeah.
Maybe, but the only thing about that is that they're in division and they're rivals. Right. So it's like, I don't know if they'll want to help them like that, but that could be their only viable option too. Mm-hmm. So
the bad thing I think is for Trey Lance, not for Jimmy. I think Jimmy's in a win-win situation because Trey Lance, you got to play lights out because I'm a 2-time Super Bowl quarterback, you know. So
true.
If you mess up one, I think he messed up once a good time. I think he gonna get in the game because I know since I've been here, done that. Or you trade me to Seattle, I'm gonna start there too, and I'm gonna do pretty good. I'm a solid quarterback, so I think the pressure's on Trey Lance. So he has to play well. Like he can't be like who you just said the quarterback came in starting. I'll say Herbert, like somebody like that came in. Yeah. Oh yeah, Mac Jones that came in and saw. So I don't think he's that good yet. So he has to prove himself pretty much. So I think the pressure's gonna be on him this year. I don't think he's gonna really do it. So we'll see though.
Yeah.
Anthony Weston says Falcons, but I don't know.
Man, let Mariota get some shine, man. Let Mariota get some shine, man. He already got shipped out and his job taken, man. Come on, man. Give him a shot 1 year.
No, I'm cool. I'm cool with Jimmy G not being in the NFC South, man. I'm cool off that. He can go to the NFC West, you know what I'm saying?
He definitely can beat Mariota, but leave Mariota alone, man. Give him 1 year by himself, man.
Right. Right, Anthony, we agree with you on that one, but we don't want to see it happen though. Dang, Pops has got multiple options: Miami, Houston, or the Falcons.
Dang, Pops.
Miami.
He right about the Houston. It could be a nice spot, but if he want to start over, but Miami, come on, they got Tua. Pops, you forgot about Tua, dog.
Man, you know what? Miami wants to win right.
Tyreek Hill said he's better than Matt Pat. Come on, dog.
He's making about Tua though, because
I'm not a huge fan of Tua either.
Yeah,
I'm not a huge Tua fan. I don't know, man. They got that solid defense, and they just reamped that offense. Like Jimmy G might look real nice in a Dolphins uniform, my guy.
You might be right, man. You might be right. Yeah, that could be right. But don't he have a nice backup though? Didn't somebody sign with them this year?
I can't remember who their backup is.
Oh yeah, wasn't it Napoleon Dynamite? No, I was playing. I can't remember who it was.
I forgot who it was. Somebody I thought though.
We'll have to check on that one. While we talk a little bit more. Last thing I have on here before we get to I want to vote on this next slide. So we'll have to need everybody to put their votes in and stuff like that. But NFL Plus came out as this streaming service that the NFL is starting. it doesn't give you full access to games yet, but it does give you full access to preseason and then to game replays, but not live games yet. But I think they might be preparing to just have their own streaming service next year after the DirecTV contract is up. That would be pretty gangster, but I'm interested to see what happens with this. But that's like a whole new kind of realm for NFL Plus, is like having the full stream service.
But yeah, I heard they do have a lot of games, but that's the premium. Like the cheaper one, I think it's $4.99. You don't get the games, but the premium, I think it's $10 a month, or it's $70 a year. That one has a lot of games on it, so they have.
It has live games, but it's your in-market games or the national broadcast games. So
so it's not any game.
You can see the game still, but not like if you're watching out of market. Like if we want to watch the Cowboys, there's not a guarantee we can watch them.
Okay. So they're not gonna do good with that then.
They haven't it's not exactly full blown like the way DirecTV is, where you can watch like any game anytime type of thing.
Okay.
But it does come with like all the extra content, and then you have like old games. You can watch like the old NFL Life and all that stuff. Like it has a whole library on there. But even though we're not interested in that, we just want the real games. I just want to be able to watch the Cowboys out of market, basically. So
you think they can get that though? They can get the any game thing, or you think that's gonna be like a dish thing?
So DirecTV has the contract right now for the final year, and they've been already talking about maybe Apple taking over the streaming rights, or maybe somebody like that, having Apple Plus or whatever. But I'm just wondering if maybe NFL is going to try to test this year, and then maybe try to do it on their own if they can build the platform and make it stable, I guess. I don't know. Anthony Weston says NFL Plus seems cool. I only wish you could pick your team. Yeah. So that's the thing. Like if you like the idea for next year, at least, or the idea that Apple has, is like you could subscribe just for your team, where you get your cute team games and stuff.
Say, Anthony, man, you blessed to be where you at, man. What do you mean you can pick your team? You got the Cowboys. I get out there with that, dog.
Right.
What you complaining about? What you complaining about? It's America's team.
But that's what's up. Yeah. So, Bridgewater is the backup in Miami.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. So that's yeah. So you ain't.
Yeah.
I thought you had a thing about the Patriots, because you heard what happened today, right, with the Patriots?
No.
So they won't really pick their offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator because Judge went back, and what's the guy from Detroit? He went back too.
Yeah, Matt Patricia.
And he's on offense this year though. He's not playing. He's not doing defense coaching. So they asked Belichick who's going to be. He said it's not necessary to say that right now about that. So I'm like, dang. So they don't have a OC or a DC. So
I know that's weird. I did read about that. I didn't realize that he talked more about it today. But yeah, that they're basically not designating. Mm-hmm. It's really strange though too, because the Patriots only have 5 or 6 assistant coaches, mm-hmm. where that seems like a lot, but then all the other teams have 10, 12, they have one, it's there's a coach for every 3 players. And the Patriots are just basically Bill Belichick and just a few guys that just does what he says, including his son. So
they said Judge has the special teams and he had offensive line, and normally you have one of each. He's got both of those. He's coaching right now. So it's dang.
It's weird, but I guess he just has that close-knit group of people under him that he's just we just kind of do a little bit of everything. He reminds me of a high school coach. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna make do. We don't need anything.
A high school coach in the deep south. You know what I'm saying? One of them old good coaches. You think can the NFL do that?
Cities and stuff like that. He don't care. So
yeah, but can you go through the season not having a DC or OC? Can you I guess it's okay to do that?
Yeah, you don't have to designate it. And I'm wondering if it's also a money saving move in a way too, because once you get those titles, usually that comes with more money or something like that. I don't know, but
and other teams might start doing the same thing too. They might start saying, "We don't need that. They can do it," So he might start something with that too. So,
but you got to have a special head coach, in my opinion, for that too.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But all right, so our last NFL topic though of the week, I wanted to pull up. I made a slide of all the big, a little bit bigger view, but this is all of the alternate helmets that are going to be worn this year. And I wanted to have us take a quick vote and then have the Slackers weigh in on who do you think is the dopest alternate helmet. I put the Cowboys and the Panthers at the top, of course, that's our teams, and then everybody else below. But a couple that we haven't seen yet: Bears, Bengals, Cardinals. I don't think we've shown those on the show yet. So,
man, That Cardinal might be the best one right there. That mug is nice.
I do like the black with the red, the bird kind of coming out of it. It does look pretty dope.
Because they have all black
all
jerseys.
black. Yeah.
So that's gonna be sick, man. But you said these are special helmets though. They don't know wear these helmets once a year.
I think all these teams are pretty much going to wear them once a year, like either on Thanksgiving or the like on their Thursday night game.
Actually, man, I heard some of them are wearing them more. I think the Cardinals are wearing theirs 3 times.
Oh, dang, that's what's up. Okay,
sick, dude.
And there's no specific limit, I don't think.
Right.
I think they can do it as much, but I thought most of them are kind of saying like, Thursday night or whatever.
Is that Giants? Is that black or that dark blue they normally have?
It's the navy blue. It's like the old like Lawrence Taylor throwback kind of.
Yeah, that Bengals one is nice too, though. Like the white Bengal tiger, that's just tight too.
That is dope. But the Giants and the Eagles, you can throw them in trash. I don't care about that. And that Commander, that's trash. They don't look good at all. Trash. But but the Cowboys is we normally have a small star. That's new though. The bigger star on it though, because normally the white one has a small star on it.
I think they did make it a little bit bigger. It's supposed to be the 70s throwback, but it does look like the star is taking up more room, which is
bigger. Yeah, so it might be.
Let's see. Anthony West says Eagles and Bengals. The Bengals one is dope though. That is sharp. The white tiger.
Yeah.
Pop says Cowboys without a doubt. He says Bengals is cool. Mom says Cardinals and Saints. So, Moms, you like the details on there? Oh, and Mom says Eagles too? No.
Moms, what are you talking about the Eagles?
I think the Bears is kind of a sneaky one. Like the all orange, I think that'll look pretty cool.
It's slick.
I'm kind of interested to see the all orange.
Yeah, it's slick though.
And then the Falcons is dope too, even though it is kind of like we've seen it before.
We've seen it before, yeah. And Texans too. You've seen it before too, right?
Which one?
The Texans, I think I seen that one before too, right?
No, the Texans, that's a new one for them.
Oh, okay.
The Patriots, though, that one's a throwback too.
Yeah, that's
throwback though. The Falcons one, I think they're almost trying to channel like their inner Georgia vibes on that one. So
yeah,
I don't know
for sure.
But the Eagles, what's different? I don't see a difference in that. Is that the original?
It's just black.
It's black. Okay, it's still kind of green. Okay,
dark green.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like, like a blackout one because I think they're wearing those with all black too. So
the Commander got that practice helmet. Man, get out of here with that. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I don't really like. I mean, I usually like W's, but not like how it's in the front. Like that's kind of weird.
Trash.
But
the Panthers still dope too. We seen that earlier, but the Panthers that's dope too.
Yeah. I still love that one for sure.
Y'all have black jerseys or no?
Yeah. Say again?
Y'all have black jerseys? That's gonna be the first year to have them, or y'all had it before?
No, we have black jerseys. I have all black McCaffrey jersey.
Oh, duh. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But this time they'll have the all black lid. That's the first time.
With that number 6, that's gonna be sick, dog. That number 6 jersey, that's gonna be nice, dog.
We're gonna make sure you get one for the start of the
season. Is he gonna be number 6?
Yeah. He paid off. I can't remember who it is. I think it was one of the punters. He paid off to get his number 6 jersey.
Oh yeah. If you paying people, I mean you coming in and getting that spot there. Okay, Baker.
He used some of that commercial money. He had that commercial money.
Yeah. I see you, but if he coming in,
Baker said, slide you some of that Hulu money.
The punter, though, apparently he had just bought it from like a special teamer before that, and he said he made money on it. Like he got more out of Baker because he knew it was more valuable to him. So,
that's fine.
That's what's up, though. But I am excited to see what's going on with NFL for sure. I mean, I think it's gonna go by fast. As long as we just get through August, the preseason will be starting in a couple weeks. We have that Hall of Fame game, I think, August 13th. So after that, then we're off and running. So definitely exciting times for that. But let's go ahead and keep it moving to one of our lighter topics of the week. Let's keep this thing going. All right, NBA talk. So the new news, the most recent news in the KD saga, which is basically going on 4 weeks now. We've had this dude, he requested his trade from the Brooklyn Nets at the beginning of July. And now the Celtics are the latest to apparently be in the trade talk. So my question for you two is, are the Celtics actually like a realistic landing spot for him? And if not, where do you think that KD is going to land? I know we've been talking about this, but we can't help but speculate. There's nothing else for us to do at this point. So where do we think KD is going to go?
I think realistically, Boston has pieces, you know what I mean, that the Nets would like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's been constant talk for like last year or two now with splitting up, you know, Tatum and JB. So, you know, they could easily move one of those guys and they could just, you know, probably JB, probably the main dude in New Jersey for a little bit. So they got pieces I think they could really trade over there. So I think they're definitely in the mix. But honestly, at this point, I really don't know where he'd land. You know what I'm saying? It's like Miami and Phoenix sounded like, you know, they could do it at the beginning, but I feel like New Jersey wants so much. It's like, are you willing to give up what they want for an aging KD? You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, he's KD. I'm not saying he's down and out. Like, he's still KD, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you're only gonna get him for another solid 2 years, maybe 3.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and he's already shown you he can't win a playoff series, at least not by himself at all.
Yeah, exactly. He definitely needs some help.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown did tweet something like for real, like dang, like no, he tweeted that thing. So that's what made me think like, oh, it may be good for him to say that. You know, he may know something we don't know. Yep. But I'm gonna go on a limb. I don't think none of those teams on there. I don't think nobody. I think he's gonna surprise the whole NBA where he's going to go, and I think he's gonna go to the Warriors because the Warriors it's a team that they can't like the Nets. They've been demanding a lot. You know, they want if you're gonna give me if you're gonna go to the Suns, I want Booker or I want all this. Now if he go to the Warriors, they can't just demand Clay, Steph. They don't want Draymond. So you know what I'm saying? So I think they have the pieces. They got Wiggins, you got Poole, you got maybe even Wiseman. I think they happen. You get rid of those 3 guys, maybe a draft pick, and that'd be a good team for him to go to. I think he's still cool with those guys over there, and I think him and Draymond can kind of figure out that issue. You know, they just won this year too, so you know he like going to teams that after they win. You know, he did it before, so I think he might go to the Warriors. I don't think he'll go to none of these other teams. So
that would be wild. I think that would be pretty cool. But I don't know if they can realistically make it happen. But like you said, they would have to basically just give up all their other pieces except for like their top 3 or like their young pieces, like you said, Wiseman, Poole, Wiggins. But I think maybe they could make that happen. But I don't know. I'm starting to think he might just end up stuck with the Nets for 1 more year.
I think the same thing too.
I don't know.
Nah, he ain't going. You know how KD is. He don't want you to know his business, so he gonna always go the opposite when you think he's gonna go. But I think the Warriors, I'm saying Steph, Clay, him, they don't need those other guys, really. I think you get some little other piece around that like before, and then you can ball out.
Just run it back again.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool, though. That would be pretty crazy to do it again. And it would almost be like when Phil Jackson came back to the Lakers again after he was like, I'm out of here. Like, I don't like, you know, and then he came back and then they might win again. That would be pretty gangster to have like 2 different segments of you know, potential championship run. So we'll see though.
I thought the Lakers too, but I think LeBron, him and AD are kind of like he don't want them way too early. So I think AD stay. They definitely gonna get Kyrie, but I don't think KD will come. So
gotcha. Yeah, we're still waiting on news on that too. I do think that the KD domino, once that falls, then we'll see what happens with Kyrie quickly after that. Couple other quick things for NBA talk. It was really pretty slow for NBA this week, but we had Monty Williams. He did agree to a long-term extension with the Suns, which I think that's cool. I think he's done a great job with the organization, kind of building them up. So definitely props to Monty Williams on that.
How many years?
Detroit, what's that?
How many years did they give him?
They didn't say. So I looked at like 4 or 5 different articles, and all of them say long-term. So I guess the terms aren't out there yet.
Got it.
I'm curious to see though, like how much money he got. Hopefully, he got taken care of.
They wait to get KD too. Probably you gotta get all of the mix. Can't say too much.
Right, right. That impacts everything, huh? Mm-hmm. But we'll see. I don't know. I think if they did find a way to get KD, that'd be awesome. If not, though, I feel like they might be looking to they might be slipping back a little bit from that 2-year window we saw this last 2 years. So, but hopefully he can be there and he can keep them kind of stable with that. So we'll see. We got Alex Antetokounmpo, another Antetokounmpo brother. He was acquired by the Bucks G League team. He's trying to be the 4th Antetokounmpo brother to make it in the NBA. He'd be the 3rd on the Bucks if he gets called up this year. So I'm definitely wishing him luck. And I do want to say I heard nothing but good things about the Disney Plus movie that they had about them. Have you guys seen it yet? It's called Rise. Have you guys watched it?
No, I haven't.
I tried, but I couldn't do it no more. I give it 10 minutes. It was
really?
It was so cheesy. I needed some chips, so I couldn't do it no more.
Dang. Yeah. Okay. Well, I heard good things, but I mean, apparently it was from cheesier people than my brother right here.
Like I said, it might got better towards the end, but the highest started edges, I couldn't take no more of it.
Got you. Well, you always give it to us straight, so I appreciate that. I think you saved us some time on that one.
But yeah, you know it's gonna be one of them feel good stories. Like
it's too feel good. I should have put it on Lifetime. I thought it was too good too much.
From rags to riches, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I don't know how I would feel. I don't know how I would feel for all those brothers on one team, though. I'm like, hey, man, I could have had that spot. They got these brothers on there. I'm like, I don't know, man. If they were balling, then not just to sit the bench. Like, they don't even play.
I know. That's what I'm saying. The Bucks love Giannis because
true.
That's just taking up a spot because he really don't get no playing time unless they up big or down big. So
he's like, let me fill in those last few roster spots. You know what I'm saying? My family makes me feel better, but it helps me play, better and everything. They're like, all right.
I can see him saying that though too. Like, I need my family with me. Like, you gotta make them happy. So And
hey, that's probably part of the reason why he stayed in the first place. Like when he stayed, we didn't think he was going to stay at that point. So
yeah. And they got a ring out of it, so it's like jokes on us.
Yeah,
Giannis is basically like, look, I'm getting tired of sending money home. I need my brothers to be getting their own ends. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get their own cash.
Grace,
what up, Grace?
Grace in the building. What's good? What's good? Thanks for stopping in. Let's see. Almost. Oh, Anthony Weston says, like the Waynes of the NBA. That's so funny.
I still think, say if Middleton don't get hurt, they go back to back. Even if they do play the Warriors, because nobody had nothing for Giannis, I think. So because he was ball, he took the Celtics to 7 by himself. So I just feel if Middleton was healthy, I think they go back to back this year.
Oh yeah,
it would have been
Middleton. They beat them easily, not easily, but they definitely take them out at least 6. I don't think it goes 7 to Middleton.
Yeah, definitely 6.
Right.
Yeah.
Kelly said, "Don't make their family split loyalties." Not funny. But yeah, and then they have the one other brother, the fourth one that played in there, Costas. He played for the Lakers for a little while.
Yeah.
I think he's overseas right now. So, but it is pretty crazy that 4 out of the 5 brothers made it to the NBA. So
that's cool.
That's pretty cool. And speaking of the G League and family type thing, Sharif O'Neal, he did get signed to G League Ignite team, which is like the developmental G League. Not necessarily attached to a specific team, but he did get a contract there. So he's going to continue, his hoop dreams after he played pretty well with the Lakers during Summer League. But Marcus, I see you shaking your head, though. How do you feel about him getting that contract?
None of these star kids should be playing, man. It's too much pressure. Like, and then you going to go to the Lakers? Like, no, go do something else, man. It's not going to happen. You're not going to – I'm telling you, Bronny going to be in G League too after a year or so. Just don't do it. I'm like, I wouldn't try to do it. It has no success right now. Steph Curry, that wasn't that good, so that's why he's where he's at. But you can't name one person that was a star that they came and played too. Like, it's not gonna happen. It's just too hard, man.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. I agree with that, but it's funny. Bronny is gonna make it to the league off of his dad.
As I said, he gonna make it to the league after 1 year, and he gonna go to G League because he's not good. You can't develop to being good yet. He's okay. He's not even top 10 guard in high school right now. So I'm not hating on him. I'm just stating facts. He's not gonna be. His dad is LeBron, like the greatest player ever. So it's like, why? Like, I understand you trying to do it.
Bronny gonna go to college. And he gonna get drafted by whichever team LeBron James say will draft my son because he gonna go there with him. Like,
I totally
agree.
Gonna
get drafted. Like,
I totally agree. Like I said, after a year, 2 years, he going to G League because dad's gonna be out of the league after 2 years. After that happens. So we don't need you no more now. Your dad gone, so you go ahead and go to G League. I'm telling you, man, what's gonna happen?
I agree.
But the younger son may have a little more.
I'm telling you, he
looked like LeBron,
bro.
Yeah,
Bryce is kind of nice.
Now Bryce might be the guy. He might be that guy to change everything because he looks good.
Yeah,
so he might be Bronny.
Nice.
No. We'll see for sure. But everybody likes a feel good story. Everybody likes family and stuff like that. So I think that's why it's like the potential of it. But Anthony West says Scottie Pippen Jr. is decent.
He ain't
But,
gonna make
you
it to the team either. He gonna be G League too. So
yeah. Pop says all three of them are bum players.
Oh my God. And you talking about the I don't know how to say their name. The Giannis brother.
I think he's talking about them. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny, man. He said bums. That's funny,
That's
man.
funny. And then he also said for Monty Williams, love him, but no rings coming. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably true.
That window is shut. They shut that window.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it for NBA talk, though. Good stuff there.
Oh, you ain't talking about the other guy in the Pistons.
Real quick, before we move on,
the Pistons
LeBron
guy.
James only needs to average 16 points a game this year to pass
Kareem.
Dang.
Oh yeah. We should talk about that one too. I'll bring up the math for next week and I'll put it on there. But yeah, I think they said like 16.1. If he plays every game next year and averages like 16.1, that he will pass it in like the last game. But of course, if he's averaging like 20 or whatever, it'll happen. But
he's still gonna average at least 24, something.
Right. So there is a little calculator thing, and I think it was like showing basically like what game they think it would be targeting, like based on like if he averages like a certain amount or whatever. So so we'll see. The Pistons guy, thank you, Marcus, sorry, I almost glazed over that one. No big deal there, but just that the NBA is starting to reveal all the Nike City jerseys. So kind of like with the helmets that we've been talking about, a lot of NBA teams are getting their new jerseys, and the Pistons are unveiling the teal jerseys. They're going to go back to that throwback. So that was a picture there of them. And a couple other jerseys. I'll probably try to do some type of a display thing like we did with the helmets once like most of the jerseys are out there so we can kind of rate what we think of them. So
Grant Hill in that jersey, man, that's when he was hooping, man. I wish he could have stayed healthy,
that's
man.
Like the first player that comes to my mind when I see that.
Man,
right.
That 3-2, that 3-3, right? Or 3-2. Was it 3-3?
32, I think.
Didn't he? I think he did both though at one time.
He might have did both too. I feel like he was 33 in Detroit. What? No.
But I think he did 33 at first. I think he went to 32. I think, but I thought he did both of them. But that jersey right there, he was a monster though. That jersey right there, dog. He was playing that point forward. Oh, he was a monster.
Most definitely. So I do like that they're bringing them back. I always thought that those were like pretty dope though, that it has like the horse on there and stuff like that too. That's pretty cool. So they're bringing those back, and yeah, Anthony Weston confirming us that 33 is down the Cowboys. So that's what's up. But yeah, I think there's a couple other different jerseys like the Jazz, some other throwbacks that are coming back. So I'll definitely put us together like a little thing for that, because other than that, NBA news has been, like a little slow, not too much going on. So that's what's up. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's go to our final topic of the night.
All right, guys, it's your boy Strizzy. We're wrapping it up with the Overweight Championship of the World. Getting back to the studio, guys, in 3, 2.
Whoa. No wrap up yet. Hold on. What are you going back to the studio for? Mr. A is right here. Overweight champion of the world.
For other sports.
For other sports like what?
Like golf.
Like golf. Mr. A can play golf.
Yeah, and tennis.
Tennis, sure. Soccer, baseball, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Mr. A can do all that, especially hockey too. I even go on ice.
Okay.
No reason to go back to that. Other sports is right here. We got other sports right here.
You heard it here first. We got other sports right here.
My favorite.
I need the other one though. I need the other one where we had the guest in there too.
But that's a good one there, dog. That's so good.
So funny.
That was one take too.
I know, and they're like, but Barry might have to come back. We'll see if he can come back and do a little bit less laughing this time. Give us some more action. That was a lot of fun though. We definitely got to get some new segments coming soon for sure.
What do you call that hat? Is it a raccoon hat, or what is there a name for it?
Like a coonskin hat.
Coonskin. I think of David Crockett when I think about it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's so funny. That's good stuff. But all right, MLB trade deadline is next Tuesday. So probably by next week's show, we'll be reporting on some trades. JD Martinez up there potentially being traded, a longtime Red Sox. We got Wilson Contreras. Juan Soto, though, obviously is the big one, right, for the Nationals. He turned down the big money last week, and we're going to find out if he goes to a big-time contender, gets an extension, or what happens. I think the Nationals just probably have their pick of a lot of different offers, and they're gonna maybe wait and see what happens. But I think that could happen very soon, definitely before we get together next time. So we'll see about the trade market. Also, the Jackie Robinson Museum in New York opened up today. Apparently, they've been working on this museum for 14 years, like from the concept of it to like getting it all done. But that's pretty cool. So 2 weeks in a row, we had like a little bit of Jackie Robinson news. And this is a museum I'll definitely probably try to check out if I'm ever back up in that area. But, baseball loves to always be honoring the past. So that's what's up with that.
For sure.
But Strizzy, is that what something you would do? Like, you're not, are you a big museum guy or anything like that?
I actually do like going to stuff like that. As long as it's like the cool ones, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, I wouldn't be going to like some random like regular art museum, you know what I mean? But like, you know what I'm saying? Even like the Phoenix Science Museum is actually fun to take the kids to, stuff like that. But yeah, that's if I get out to go see my sister in Brooklyn, I'd have to go see it for sure.
I can see Shrizzy with the sports coat with the patch on the elbow, with the little pipe, walking around looking at art. Don't play us, dog. Don't play us, man. You know you like to go to art museums, dog. I can see you doing that. Stop it, man.
Oh, that's too funny. Yeah. I'm sure you're way more cultured than you let on, for sure.
Yeah, you try to hold back.
And we already know you're international with your anime and stuff like that too. You'd be learning different languages, all kinds of stuff. So that's what's up.
I know what it is.
Bobby said like 5 Royals are moving with the trade deadline. That's probably true. Andrew Benintendi, I think, is going to move for sure. I just hope they don't trade Whit Merrifield. But I didn't know, Bobby. I didn't know you were Royals too. You should have told me sooner. You know what I'm saying? I would have moved you up a notch in my book. But that's what's up. But yeah, lots of Royals potentially, because I think they are sellers at this deadline. And Mom said it's a civil rights museum too. That's what's up. Okay, so I didn't know if they were kind of taking the standpoint of like it's just Jackie Robinson, or it's really like Jackie Robinson and his place in the movement and kind of the before and after type of thing. So I think that would be really cool to see.
I miss those dunks that came out. Man, that was nice.
I know. I tried to go in on the raffle for those.
Yeah.
But I figured, I never win on raffles. Like I always strike out on the raffles.
Those are really they're gonna be sold for a lot of money, boy.
Absolutely. No, yeah, for sure. Especially because those Nikes go crazy anyway. So let's see what else we have on here. Amanda Nunes is getting back in the saddle and fighting against Juliana Pena. So Nunes was upset in December when she got choked out by Pena. Now part 2 is gonna be this weekend, but people are already back on Nunes, basically that like this girl Pena basically doesn't have a chance to do it again because it was such a big upset the first time. So we'll see. I might have to check out that fight, but I don't know. Like this is a kind of exciting one, but the UFC just has not had the same feel to me lately. And Strizzy, I want to know what your thoughts are kind of on this fight, but just how the UFC is going, because I know you're closer to that sport than the rest of us. So
yeah, so I'm actually really excited about this. You know what I'm saying? Like Amanda Nunes is like my girl as far as like, the female fighters in the UFC.
Which one is that? The
first time they fought, it was
on the right.
Nunes. I think she hasn't been challenging forever, right? Like she really just be destroying everyone she fought. So I think she kind of caught her off guard a little bit. So I'm kind of on that wagon too, where it's like I think Nunes comes in here a little bit more focused. Like this isn't going to happen the way it happened last time. Plus, I think she was on kind of a family high too when they last fought. Like. She wasn't in that same zone, right? Like they just had their little girl, So I just think her mindset was not in the same mindset she normally is back then. So I think Nunes takes this one. And as far as like where the UFC's been, the last couple of months, I think one of the biggest things too is like if you're watching a lot of UFC and like the fight nights and stuff like that, you're starting to see a lot of these new guys coming up, and we're starting to see a lot of our old favorite fighters kind of getting to like the tail end of their careers. So it's like you're also missing guys like McGregor's not fighting anymore. We're still trying to figure out what the hell John Jones is doing. Like, are you fighting? Are you not fighting? Are you going to heavyweight? Are you not? Like, he hasn't said anything. Like he be talking shit, you know what I'm saying, on Twitter during these fights, but he hasn't said anything. It's like, right? Like everyone's still wondering what he's trying to do. But I do kind of agree. It's like we don't necessarily know where it's going, but I have enjoyed seeing some of these like newer fighters coming up because like they're they're looking really good. So like Sean O'Malley, he's a beast. He fights out of Arizona. He's from Arizona. And then even what's that dude's name who just fought in the fight night last week? Patty or something like that. He's up and coming too. He's actually really fun to watch. He's a character. He's a little different, but he's fun to watch too. So you just kind of like got to start watching some of these fight nights and kind of seeing some of these up and coming guys and see like who's going to be kind of taking the thrones for a couple of years to come. But yeah, a lot of our old favorite fighters are kind of on their way out.
Yeah. That must be it for me too. Yeah, I need to catch on to some new names because it's like once I start watching, I'm like, I don't really know who these people are. Like, I don't know who to root for, what they do.
For real.
So I got to get back into that. But I'm the same with boxing too. I mean, but boxing kind of the people rise to the top like quick enough to where you know it's kind of easy to see who's who. So also with the fight game though, Vince McMahon, Marcus, I'm going to need you to report on this one. Vince McMahon retiring. After all this time with the WWE, and there are some, things going on that don't look so great, but I wanted to hear just your thoughts on his retirement and what do you think is going to be happening with WWE after that?
I'm sorry, I couldn't even tell you about WWE. WWF, yeah, I can tell you a lot about Vince McMahon, but WWE, I haven't watched none of it. But I think he retired, but then he got another gig. I think maybe he couldn't do both, so
Gotcha.
that's all I think I know. But he's a legend though. He's one of those guys like a Jerry Jones. He was more involved in the thing. He wasn't just kind of in background. He's always involved in front of the camera doing things. So he was always known for that. So I think he's always a cool guy. But that's all I can tell you about that.
Gotcha. Strizzy, do you have any thoughts on Vince McMahon stepping down?
I think like Marcus said, I think it's one of those things where it's like for him it's like about time. I know he's got some money stuff going on right now. I think that's probably plays a role in that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying, as to why he's stepping down.
Yeah.
But I think is Triple H taking over? I don't know if they said who's taking over. Was it him or is it his son?
Yeah, Triple H.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I mean, like,
so she's still married to the daughter?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that's still married. Stephanie, right?
Yeah, and I think they're actually going to be like running it together. I think they're going to be, or she's now taking over as the ownership, and he's going to be the president or something.
Something like that, yeah.
What's Shane? He ain't doing nothing?
Shane's out. No, I don't know.
I'm like, dang.
But I think it's in good hands. You know what I mean? It's in good hands with Triple H. He's been in the business for a really long time. I'm kind of with Marcus. I haven't watched it since my favorite wrestlers start wrestling, like Stone Cold, The Rock, Undertaker just retired a little bit ago, but he goes back with the old school guys too. You know what I'm saying? So, I haven't watched it in a really long time, but I think with Triple H at the helm, I think they're in good hands.
Yeah, we'll see though. They are publicly traded now, and Vince McMahon is like the primary stockholder. But they're thinking that it might go for sale soon, or that it might be something changing hands, especially just the way things are going down, especially or like including too, like there's reports that there's like $14 million that were like missing funds that he used like in potential settlements or something like that. So I think that there still might be more to come out about Vince McMahon's involvement with WWE, but I think, it's going to move forward without him. I think it's probably the right time for him to kind of step down. So,
yeah.
Did he curate the WWF type thing, or he bought for somebody? Did he?
No, I think he started like WWE. I think he started it. He was like the owner and like operator. I think before they went public, he like owned it.
Okay. So I think he's like a commentator too. So I didn't know if he kind of brought it from there or what.
Yeah, I think he basically just kind of like conceived it and was like the big salesman of like kind of made it into the big business that it became.
Got it.
So that's what's up. But as Unk says, wrestling has changed a lot. It definitely has, but the core is still there. It's still kind of interesting, So
you think it still makes a lot of money? They still sell out and stuff like that, or is it going down a little bit?
Yeah.
I was looking into it a little bit today. So like for this year, because I was actually looking into it for the stock side, right? They were talking about the potential sale of the company, and like apparently their operating cost is like $90 million a year, but this year they're on track to make like 370. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good business, and they have a good thing going, I guess. And $90 million sounds like a lot, but I guess that's not too bad in order to make like over 300 million a year. Like that's legit. So,
yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. I think though that maybe if it does change hands, like it gets maybe more streamlined or like more publicized or something. I don't know. But we'll watch and see if it kind of changes. But I think he kind of left enough of a blueprint that they know what to do with it. Unk asks, is John Jones still suspended? He's not technically suspended, but there's no fights in line for him, I guess.
Right.
But he's technically not suspended at the time. Bobby says he's a real KC dude. They still had basketball. That would be the squad.
Basketball? You wouldn't even thought about when they had basketball, right?
Right. I don't think so.
Bobby, man, get out of here, man.
Merrifield definitely getting traded. I hope that's not true. I hope not, but we'll see. The last story on here, though, is kind of weird. I wanted to know, did you guys see the video of A.J. Dillon? I put it under other sports, though, because basically a lot of the big European soccer clubs have been having matches here in the U.S., and Bayern Munich played, which is a big German club, played at Lambeau Field. And so the Packers, A.J. Dillon is a fan. During the rain delay this weekend, he actually went onto the field and they had helped him down there to hype up the fans, and he was giving high fives and stuff, and then went to do a Lambeau leap when he was grabbed by a police officer there and then kind of shoved, and they had a little interaction. Did you guys see this video at all?
I didn't know.
Okay. So I think we'll have to pull up the video. So I
want to see that.
Cool if we'll watch the video. We'll check it out, but I wanted to let you guys know, I guess. Well, we'll see, but we'll watch the video and then I'll tell you guys a little bit more about it real quick. So hold on one second. Let me see if I can share the proper screen.
I mean, he the future of the Packers. Maybe leave that man alone, dog. Start. It's so crazy how much he looked like Darcy Evans too. It looked like him a little bit.
Okay, let me see if I can. Oh, could you guys hear that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good thing it wasn't nothing else.
Hold on one second. You never know what might pop up when I'm sharing my screen, y'all. So this is. I just wanted you guys to tell me when I go to full screen. Can you still see it?
Yeah, we can see it now.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Our game tonight, but this cop thought he could yank him around, not knowing he could crush him with just his legs.
So he yanked him, then he pushed him, then he's like, okay, then go back into the stands.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that cop got talking to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see that. I want to see by next week what happened. Because that cop, that's kind of rude, how he did that though. Well, I guess he didn't know who he was, so maybe he had to do that. I guess I don't know.
Right, it's weird. I see it kind of both ways. Because if he just thought it was somebody random, he's like, what is this dude doing?
Yeah.
But also I guess the security had helped him onto the field. So, but this guy wasn't really aware. But the Green Bay Police Department did say that was one of their officers that was off duty, but was doing extra shift working security, and that they are launching an investigation into the incident. So yeah. I don't know. But it's kind of cool though. I didn't notice this at first, so I want to show you guys again. That. It looks though at the beginning he was creeping up and trying to
Jay
cuff
Dillon
him.
at the Manchester
He's trying
game
to creep up behind
tonight,
him.
but this cop thought he could yank him around, not knowing he could crush him with just his legs.
See, he's trying to cuff him until he realizes what's going on. I think that security guard came to help a little bit, to be hey, we know him or whatever.
That's how easy he jumped up there though,
in the rain. In the rain, but yeah, he the way he pushed him and kind of was disrespectful. Yeah, he gonna get talking to. If he was okay, I know who he was like that, then yeah. Especially
right.
you in Green Bay, so you should know who he was. So come on now.
It's not it's AJ Dillon, dog. This man started multiple games as the running back when they started to move what's his face to slot receiver.
So you should have known. Maybe he's seen him at the wall. He's oh, okay, get up there then. You look stupid. Get him up there.
It was weird. Then he's well, then go then. But AJ Dillon did tweet that he's it was just a misunderstanding. Anthony Weston says the thing is, heard from Green Bay locals, everybody knows who the player is because this town is small. Sort of strange.
Yeah.
But I can also see Pops' point of view. They didn't know who he was. Stay off the field unless authorized.
But you did say they let him down off the field, so he did get out the race authorization, So
right, like I think those people that were in like the slickers, like they like helped him down, and I think that cop maybe he came from somewhere else, like he didn't know. He's like, what's going on here? Like he's like, I gotta get this dude. He was trying to like sneak up and like cuff him real quick, but it's a good thing he wasn't successful because if he cuffed him and like brought him down, that would have been a whole different story, I think.
But also, you kind of run on fields and soccer games.
Yeah, but also you got to think about this too. The whole picture is those other cops was there. They weren't going after him. So why you come over here, come after me? So to me, if he was like one of the other fans, I think the other cops would have kind of said something to him too. So they was kind of like standing off for him. So maybe he was trying to be a hero and it kind of backfired on him.
I think so. I think he was trying to be slick. Like I'm gonna get this dude. I don't know, but that was kind of interesting though. But I kind of put that on the other sports because. It's like at a soccer match, but it's kind of cool that NFL players were kind of there. And also, I just love how all those big clubs from Europe do come over to the U.S. Arsenal, my squad was in Florida, was in Orlando. There's some people in L.A. right now, so it's cool. And Pops and I got to go see my team, Arsenal, play in person when they came to Cali one year like that. So I think that's super legit because, chances are I probably won't ever get to see them play all the way in London. So so I like it, but yeah, I just thought that was very interesting. I can definitely see both sides of it, but yeah, they are doing an investigation. And like you said, Marcus, he'll probably end up getting a little bit of a talking to, I guess.
Top on the hand,
Yeah. All right, let's go out on a fun note real quick. Let's do some SLAC ENT for the final say. Unk is saying, is anyone going to catch Silk Sonic in Vegas? I want to know, what are you guys messing with Silk Sonic? Would you go see them? I think they're at the MGM.
Is that Anderson .Paak and Bruno?
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually dope though. They really dope. I would pay money to see them live.
I would see them if I was there for sure.
Yeah.
All right. I think thumbs up too. I like it. They only have a few songs, but every time they kind of make it happen. You know what I'm saying? They're good songs. And it's like Bootsy Collins is involved somehow. And that's really cool to me too. So that's what's up.
And they're performers too. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like just the music. Sometimes it's like sometimes these artists are like actually great performers. Like you're in for like an actual good show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, they're characters in their own right. So I think it'd be a good show in general to see.
Yeah, I like it. All right, that's what's up. Well, I think that was pretty much it. Do you guys have anything you wanted to plug or throw out there before we call it a night here?
I had one question. I haven't heard anything about. You guys heard? Do you guys heard anything about BG lately? Anything progressing with that case?
Nothing new. I think that they still haven't announced her sentencing or anything like that. But she did plead guilty to the charges. So I think once she's sentenced, then maybe we'll see what that sentence is, and then there'll be some reaction or some kind of action plan. Maybe after that. Okay. I don't know though. I haven't seen anything new. Other than too, though, I don't think we did talk about it, but the WNBA players did do some tributes during the All-Star game.
Oh, okay.
And then I think it was the fourth quarter, they all came out wearing like her number, like, and her name on their jersey. So
that's dope.
That was pretty cool. That's something that they did do to bring some light to it. So that's about it, though. All right, Strizzy, the new Black Panther. The new Black Panther trailer. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm waiting though. I'm going to try to do a video for my channel. I'm going to try to watch it and do a reaction video. So
there you go.
It's kind of emotional though. It's a little more. I didn't think it would be kind of emotional. I was like, man, kind of hits you, So
yeah.
That's the only thing. I don't know. I want to watch it now. Like, you're gonna be in there all sad.
It's gonna be sad. At least the first 10-15 minutes are gonna be hard. And then they'll get it going. But
I just hope they do it right though.
Yeah, I agree. I hope they do it right. But I think they knew obviously more than we did. So I think that they have a plan on how they're going to handle it, and I think they got what they needed. So we'll see. Because
I don't think it's a spoiler, but they're not showing who's going to be the next. So it kind of gave you like it could be. Gotcha. But I in my heart, before Chadwick passed, when he did pass, I was saying that I could be wrong. You guys know more about this. I was saying they should have kind of bring him back. They had that thing when you can. Was it something they can take to bring him back to life? So I was saying Killmonger maybe go back and get him and kind of let him know he's not here. You know what I'm saying? We know you got the bloodline. try to change your life, man. Like, are you gonna do it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then he can like, cause in real life, Michael B needs like uplift, man, because he be going through it. So this might make him a little happier, you know. But I think it's too late now. But to me personally, I think that would have been cool to have him maybe take over that part. So
gotcha. I don't know if it'll be Killmonger, but.
Nah.
But I feel you. Like if things would be different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They might have tried to do things differently. I don't know though. But Kelly said she can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
She's definitely excited for it too. That'll be coming. Well, it's November 11th, but that'll be here before we know it. That's for sure.
Because I heard about it, but you hear they say they still making them, but when they hit, I'm like, oh, they really coming with another. It's like coming up. I was like, wow.
Yeah. And at the Comic-Con like last week, they also like announced like a bunch more Marvel movies. So it's there's gonna be a whole lot of stuff coming
all the way through 2025 or 2026.
Yeah. Which it is so crazy, like, but it is exciting. Like I love these movies for whatever reason. Like it's cool to speculate like what's it gonna be like and stuff. So
I agree with Kelly too. I think it would be dope though. A-Dub, you should record your reaction when you're watching it. Like record yourself. That would be dope.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna try to put my face like in a little circle, and I'm gonna just watch it with I'm just gonna watch it with you. So check out my YouTube channel. That'll be coming soon because I'm like I gotta watch this thing, but I was like I'm gonna wait to watch it when I do it for my YouTube. So
one last question too. I love this guy. Is Iron Man is done, or is it the way he can come back, or he's dead, like he ain't coming back? It's over.
I think he's gone.
Because to me,
he had to make the sacrifice.
Like to me, he's the one that got me into like more. I watch like the X-Men, like that kind of stuff, but I wasn't into like the Marvel kind of thing. But when Iron Man came out, it like maybe like, oh, this is cool. I like Robert De Niro, all that kind of not De Niro,
Donnie Jr.
Donnie Jr.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I really liked him as a person. How he came back, he used to have like little issues in his life. He came back and he became a big star. He was so cool. So and when he like, I'm like, dang man, like he gone. So I was hoping like maybe you said 2026, maybe he gonna come back or something.
You never know, but I don't think it's likely.
But I don't want no flashback either. Like, oh, we flash back in time. You see, no, I don't want to see him come back. But
I think if they were to do something with him, it would be like a multiverse type thing where you come back and he's not the same person. But nah, man, like Robert Downey Jr. A lot of people don't like realize how like low in the totem pole that Iron Man really is. Robert Downey Jr. just played that role so well.
Wow.
Before
right. But I'm talking about like in the Marvel universe in general. Like,
okay,
it's Spider-Man, it's X-Men,
like the most popular one.
Right.
Really?
Like, there's so many more characters that are so much more popular than Iron Man in the comic book world. He just killed the role so well.
Okay.
That's why everybody loves Iron Man now. But I'm an A-Dub though. It's like the sacrifice doesn't. It doesn't make it as iconic if he comes back.
If they bring him back, right?
Pops, look, man, Pops, man.
Pops said Iron Man is awesome and RDJ is the most awesome man in the universe. He loves Robert Downey Jr.
I just think him as a person, dog. Like he made it so cool. Like he had a little person to talk to him. He making stuff, and he would do this, and he was just so rich and so smart, but he wasn't like cocky. You know what I'm saying? He helped people. He wanted to do this, and so like I said, Pop said him as a person. I would love to meet him in real life. Like like I think he'll be a cool dude to kind of hang out with a little bit. But Iron Man gone. I kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But there's somebody that I know is coming like soon or whatever. She's gonna have her own Disney Plus show, and in the comics, her name is Riri Williams. She's Ironheart, and she like makes the like next best suit of armor like since Iron Man, at least in the comics. So she's gonna come out too. So I'm excited for her. I'm definitely excited for her to see her.
Hey, Pops, we're going to make that happen, Pops. We're going to make it happen. We're going to meet them together, Pops. I'm going to call him like, hey, guess who I'm in the limo with, Pops? We pulling up, dog. Get ready. Put your hoodie on, Pops. We're going to go for a ride, dog.
He says best actor, then Denzel next. We should do that. We should come out with a separate show where we all do our rankings, like top 5
Well,
actors.
I'm going to put Samuel in front of Denzel. That's just my opinion,
See, we'll have to have a whole debate about that one. That's what's up. We definitely do that on the SLAC ENT side. But I am excited to watch that trailer. So I'm going to try to do that tonight while I got everything set up. So that's what's up. We're going to make that happen too. So, but until next time, next week we'll have episode 153. We'll have the trade deadline will be over. So definitely lots to talk about as we keep it moving. But thank you guys so much for being here with us. We appreciate the likes, comments, and the engagement along the way. That was episode 152 of Say Like a Champ. It's your boy A-Dub.
We love you 3000.
Wakanda forever, baby. Let's go.